Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Court of Swords. Max, I gotta say, your camera's looking good. I don't know what you changed your position, the way you're sitting, the camera shot. It looks great. It's the best you've ever looked, Max.
Thank you. What a nice way to start the show.
I know. Did you just lower it? It looks like you're more profiled in said shot.
Is this the first show we've done probably since I had my new lights? Yeah, so I think so.
Since last
week.
New
lights
yeah.
And also different angle for the it's properly in like a ring light and all that, and the angle's a lot more like higher up, and so there's more clearance and I can get more of the shot on that. My angle before kind of annoyed me too. I'm looking down a little bit more like when I'm like, gaming and
do you have a monitor down below? What?
It's like, no, it's just the camera's that high because the problem with my my space setup with the desk, it's in the corner, right? And I leave a little bit of room to just naturally go back there so it's not like a hassle for stuff when troubleshooting, but the stand for the ring light is so tall, and this is like as short as I can get it within that little limited space. I might still mess around with it, but yeah, overall I think it's an improvement. I like it.
Yeah, it looks good. The camera looks level to your head, which is tough to do, especially when you have a monitor in front of you, so.
Yeah.
Good job, Max. You did it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
What ring light did you go with, by the way?
The one that Anne recommended me. I believe it's a
yep. I think we're all using the same one now.
Yeah.
But the dimmer on mine sucks, though. But anyways, no one wants to hear about it.
I was going to do my own research, and then I was like, plenty of streamers have already done this, so I'm just going to ask.
Yeah.
That's and then Anne hooked me up with the links.
Yep. Adam, what were we going to say?
I was going to say, did we ever talk about those monitors that got it was like Samsung or maybe Apple or something that we're working on? They patented them, but they've never like put all the R&D into them, where there's a cluster in the sort of top middle of the monitor where they interlace every other pixel is a light absorbing pixel instead of a light projecting pixel. And it's so small that when you look at it, you can't tell, but it's basically the camera is built into the monitor. So like if I'm looking right at the monitor now, the camera would be basically built in and spread out throughout the display. I want it.
What is that application for besides streamers? Because that's like that's super niche. I don't know who that's marketed to.
Web conferencing, like business.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. And then like political conferencing, like that kind of stuff. Basically, like anybody that uses long distance communicative stuff. I guess lots of stuff like that, like diplomacy and shit. But yeah, it'd be so cool. Because we all like look up here or over there, like slightly down there.
The chances of them making that with like 1440p and G-Sync and 144 hertz is probably never going to happen. Yeah. So
it's just a matter of time. All the things that we wish were true in 100 years. We just need to live forever, and then we'll be fine.
They say we're going to be the last generation to die.
Crazy. I mean, we'll be the last generation of.
Who says that?
Dying of old age, basically.
Yeah.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, that's like I'm like angry, and I'm like, fuck it, we got to speed this shit up, man.
Listen, let's make enough money and then just fucking do cryogenics or some sort of. Actually, that would be scary.
The thing is, it's not like the future hits everybody at the same time, right? It comes in a slow, graduated wave depending on how rich you are. So, like, we'll have all these rich immortals first. And then eventually it'll trickle down to the rest of us.
To the plebeians.
Basically, we'll be ruled by immortal vampires for like several hundred years before we really get a chance to like get our hands on that shit.
Yeah.
That's true.
You need like human blood to do it. Like
pretty much, yeah.
You guys are just describing like future fantasy movies and past fantasy movies now.
Yeah. If I do get cryogenically frozen or something like that and get preserved, I would love for the first thing I hear to be the thing that Fry heard in Futurama. Welcome to the world of tomorrow, and be like, hey, what's up? My name's Glenn.
Yeah.
Next time we're both in the same place, Max, I'm gonna just bust into your hotel room in the middle of the night and shout that at you when you wake up.
Yeah.
Get a lab coat.
I'd be immediately sad if that happened, Max, because I'd be worried about the Futurama dog that just dies. You know?
Oh fuck! Why'd you have to do that?
I know.
Come on, man.
When people bring up Futurama, I'm just like that poor dog.
Fucking episode, dude.
That poor dog. He dies. He
just kept waiting.
Is there a sadder moment on television? If there is, I don't know what it is.
I don't know. Man. It's really sad. It's a terrible moment.
It is. Thanks
is that from the first episode?
From the what?
Oh no, that's
from later episodes,
that's
right?
Later in. That's
Okay. Yeah. Oh, apparently was the dog? Oh, the dog was retconned. Apparently, I don't know. That's not true. That guy's just saying shit.
It was pixels on a screen. Okay, don't be sad. It's not a real dog.
No, you gotta still be sad about it, Anne. You gotta have some empathy, you know?
We're pixels on the screen right now for the viewers.
Yeah. What about
We're
that,
real.
Anne?
Yeah.
Boom. Flip it back on her,
Like, you don't
Max.
get it. This isn't fiction. I mean, it is, but it's not.
D&D is real, you guys. Oh, right.
Yeah. Anyways, we'll start with Anne. Anne, you've been playing the Batmans
Yeah.
out of nowhere. What sparked that?
I don't know. I just was like, I wanted to play something different from all I play right now are like FPSs. So I wanted to play
pretty
something different with like a story. And I really enjoyed that game. I had a lot of fun with it. I think because we were talking to Dan about Shadow of War. And then I kind of thought back on my time playing Arkham Asylum. I actually haven't played Arkham Knight, or I played Arkham Knight. I have not played Asylum or City. So Arkham Knight is the most recent one.
Right. I had to. They're not numbered, so I had to try to remember real hard. Asylum's the first one, Knight's the third one, and you're playing.
No, I played Knight, which is the most recent one, which is the third one. Yeah, but I
Is
haven't
that
played
the
first.
one with? Well, I guess we'll get into spoiler
It's
territory.
like goddamn tank battles that never.
That has the tank
Oh,
battles.
no.
But it's with the Arkham Knight, yeah, and yeah,
Okay.
it's really. I mean, it's really good. I enjoyed it a lot. I was really, I had a good time with it, and I wondered like if I should go back and play that. I don't know. I don't know how City and Asylum.
I think
hold
they
up.
hold up well. I
Yeah.
would say the story, and I think Dan might as well. The story and games are better than the Knight. For our
Yeah.
interest, I don't know.
Arkham Asylum is also pretty short. If you just do the story, it's like 6-7 hours long. It's super short. City's much longer, but they're both some of my absolute favorite games.
Yeah.
I absolutely love the Batman games. And I love to replay them all the time, so I love them.
What about all the Riddler puzzles in Arkham Knight? Because I did 20 and then said "fuck you" to
Yeah,
the rest of
and I don't-
250 puzzles.
I don't know anything about those because I didn't do them. It's great.
Yeah.
I just
I've
skipped
never
them.
fucked with
You have
any
that
of those,
option.
yeah.
I
feel like-
collected all the goddamn Riddler stuff in Arkham City and Arkham.
Was it
Asylum.
worth it?
But how many puzzles were there in
I
Arkham?
love the game, so yes, it was fun
Okay.
because I couldn't get enough of Batman, so that was fun for me.
Let's Google
But
Ann.
how many were there?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking up right now. How many
It
Riddler?
was like
I
hundreds.
feel like I might be one of the only people on Earth that played the PS Vita Batman game. Anybody else play that? The
That's not a
Arkham
thing.
Origins one. It is a thing. I played it.
Adam, just
It's-
shut up.
It's
Just stop.
pretty
There's
good.
not.
It's actually pretty good. Listen. I am one of few North Americans who owned and played a Vita. I will admit it. And that game was actually one of the good ones.
There's a difference though. Like, did the puzzles in Arkham City and Arkham Asylum prevent you from seeing the end of the game, or were they collectibles? Because the way that it is in Arkham Knight, you have to complete all 243 in order to see the story ending, like the 100% ending.
Yeah, I just YouTubed that
Oh.
shit.
In
Yeah.
City and Arkham Asylum, they're just Asylum. It's just a complete side thing that helps you
Yeah.
catch the Riddler. That's what you're working towards. And then for Arkham City, it's like you're collecting them to find him. Like again, it's not like part of the main story.
Right.
It's kind of they did that with Night, which was kind of awkward to tie that in with the ending.
Yeah, because I was like, if there were like 50 of them, I might do it. But the fact that they forced you to do 243 collectible puzzles, not even just collectibles, but puzzles to get collectibles in order to see the end of the game. I went to YouTube as soon as I finished the main portion of the game, and then the first, one of the top comments with 3,000 upvotes was like, who else didn't want to do all the Riddler puzzle and just came here to YouTube this shit? So I was like, yeah, that sucks.
The only streamer I know that I don't know if Dan did, but I know Manverse Games sat there and went through every single one, and everyone else just YouTubed it, as far as I can remember. Because no, I don't. It's like 250,
Yeah.
right? Is that what you said?
He's a completionist. He likes that sort of thing.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
I'm not patient enough for that.
Yeah, for me, I'm like, I got other things to do.
I've never been enough of a completionist to get like that. Some people that just the completion is the satisfaction of that on its own is its own reward. I need something from the game. I need like give me a reason to do this other than just being in the world longer. The game has to be really fucking good for me to be like, yeah, you know what? I want to spend more time in here, and this is another goal. There's plenty of people though. I'm just not one of those people that.
So I feel
like
like
all that.
I feel like those puzzles are actually really true to how Batman is though. The reason why people really love say The Dark Knight Returns or The Killing Joke is the hundreds and hundreds of pages of Batman just intently staring at objects trying to find a puzzle solution. just over
Yeah.
and over,
Right.
forever. Good
Yeah.
stuff. Nice game design.
I'm trying to think of a game that I did like, quote, 100% that wasn't easy. I don't think they exist. I don't think I've 100% of the game in a real long time.
Same.
Yeah, I have to like really love a game to 100% it. To like sit there and collect all the collectibles and do all the stupid goddamn challenges and
I got
do
I got
this a
pretty
certain way.
close. I got pretty close to Horizon Zero Dawn, but I think that's the closest one in a long time.
I've gotten pretty close with The Witcher.
Yeah.
It doesn't have anything that's like that where it's like, there's 500 of this item just spread out everywhere and you have to find all of them. So that I think is a lot easier.
Would you consider 100% of Witcher like all the little fucking things on the map?
All the question marks, yeah, all the question marks, all the quests and side quests and that kind of thing. But
Okay.
I don't know. It's a hard game to 100% too. I don't know how you would even. 'Cause sometimes they just give you like random side quests. So
Yeah.
and those all the time. So I feel like you'd have to decide like this is what I will consider 100%, and then I'll achieve that. So
Yeah. Someone
That's
brought it up in chat. Did you guys do all the orbs in Crackdown way back when?
No,
Nice.
fuck that shit.
That was a good one. I think
that
I did
was a
do
good
that.
one. That was
I think
a
I
good
did
one.
do
I like
that.
Crackdown.
Yeah, I really loved it when I played it. That's why I was like, fuck yeah, I want all the orbs. I want to be powerful as fuck.
Yeah.
I
I'm
had
pretty sure
like
I cheat coded.
with like Assassin's Creed, like the first or second one when they had like 100
No.
flag
Do
city
not,
or whatever.
do not say the feathers, Ann. I will kick you off the show if you collected
Yeah,
all the feathers.
I did the feathers. I
I didn't actually collect them all, but I was pretty serious about it for a while. Like I would print out a map and like mark down where I found them
God.
and everything so that I like knew where I'd already been. Yeah.
Mm.
But I think I gave up like halfway through.
Those feathers
Yeah.
might be the worst collectible, I think, of any game.
I mean,
it
the
was absolute
Assassin's
torture when you were down to like 2 or 3 and you didn't know where they were. So
the
you just start
Assassin's Creed
checking them
games
off.
as a
Yeah.
series are just fucking egregious for that shit. Like,
Especially the
Here, the
earlier
game-
ones, man.
yeah, the game's like 20 hours long, but if you want to play it for 90 hours, here's a bunch more bullshit you can do. Have fun or whatever.
That's what I felt about the Arkham Knight when they were like, you see the whole story ending and whatever, and he's like, I'm not done yet. I still have bad guys to apprehend. And then you look at it like goes through and it's like percent complete, like 100, 100, 100. It's like 67 on the Riddler. And it's just like 21 out of 243. And I was like, all right, we're going easy.
Riddler's
Yeah.
Yeah,
secrets
that's what
are out
Batman
there.
has left to do. He's got to go stare
Batman
at some
just- he
fucking
just takes-
puzzles.
Just
The
takes
fuck
the
is
cowl
this?
off, throws it in Gotham
Throws
Harbor.
on some nice
Fuck
spectacles.
this. Yeah,
All
I'm
right,
out.
Let's get to work.
How does the Riddler find the time to set all these up?
Yeah.
There's one Batman and there's like dozens of villains. So while he's off jerking around with the Joker, Riddler's just like
He's building like underground, like massive caverns with like huge racetracks for the Batmobile and stuff.
Oh,
They're,
God,
like,
don't bring those up.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
ridiculous.
I'm remembering that I slightly hated the
Oh.
end of that game.
My favorite part of the game, though, actually, one of my favorite parts that I had just realized, one of the puzzles, or when you go into the room, the like orphanage where you go to do the puzzles, on the wall, you know how he would like scribble words and shit, like there's just like in green paint all over the place. The Riddler would like write shit.
Right.
It was the word hydraulics, but it was misspelled. So my favorite part was like, fucking Riddler this whole time is like, I'm so smart. I know everything, and Batman's so dumb. And then it's like, you misspelled the word hydraulics.
Was that a clue to the puzzle or
But
something?
maybe it was he did it on purpose to make
That's
you
what I'm
think.
thinking.
No,
Maybe it was a part of the puzzle.
it wasn't. It was not. It was because it was like in the main room. It wasn't even in a room with any puzzles in it. It was just like they just misspelled it. So.
Yeah, but if you brought that up to a dev or like a designer, they'd just be like, yeah, no, that's totally intentional.
Listen,
Right.
He's the fucking Riddler, not the freaking Dictionary Man. Okay, that's a totally different villain. Dictionary Man was in a different game.
Hello, it's Dictionary Man. That's not the correct
I am
definition.
Mr. Autocorrect.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
God.
The autocorrector. I like it.
It's just the entirety of the subreddit. I am very smart is the Riddler. Like him just constantly bragging
Probably.
about how fucking smart he is. It's so annoying.
Yeah, totally.
Probably so. Well, Art, after all that, you're gonna find all 250 now, right? That's your stream.
Nope. Nah, I'm done. I'm going back to Siege.
All right.
I know.
Everyone,
I
go
would
watch
love for
Ann's
somebody-
stream. She's gonna be finding all 250 in the next couple of days.
You don't have to
She's-
spell shit in that game.
Yeah,
No
it's just
spelling at
Except
all.
death and murder. That's all.
things. Yeah.
I would love to see a game around Dictionary Man. If someone could make that happen, that'd be good to play as Dictionary Man. Good.
Okay, all the like leapfrog games from when we were kids though, like the library computers would have like math
Yeah.
games and stuff.
Dictionary Man and his sidekick, Mavis Beacon.
You could start a new franchise, Max, and just call it Dictionary Man.
Yeah. I actually, absolutely. He goes to the grocery store. He's just like shopping, and all of a sudden, then he's like, "Here's somebody talking about." Actually, this is what succinct means.
But-
he just runs to the bathroom, comes out. Actually, madam, and then it goes into like dialogue options.
I feel like it would actually work because it's memeable because you would just call it the Dickman or the Dickman. Yeah.
It's like it'd be like an Ace Attorney game, right? Except that instead of objection, you have correction. So you're like in the middle of a conversation.
Just steal from
Someone
every other
misuses
game.
a word, just jam the correction button, and you're like, "Excuse me."
Yeah. We should stop talking about this in public because this will become a franchise.
This is a game. Yeah, this is actually. It sounds like the thing is, being people that play video games and stream it. I'd stream that game. I know I would. Absolutely.
I wouldn't stream it because it would be like, how do you spell this word? And then you have like 1,000 people. So like, is that an I or an E?
It's not about spelling words.
It's about
just
the
being
definition.
being a pedantic dick and correcting other people when they miss
Yeah.
you. It's a little
But
too
what
close
what
to
if the
home. It's like
game
something else.
what if the game loop is that you have to tell people what you're correcting? Like you have to spot things to correct them, which means you have to know that they need to be corrected.
See, now you're you're doing work for other people. You're already giving them like ideas on how to make the game.
Game development's hard. Let's move on.
Patent pending.
Speaking of other games, Dan, you've been jumping into Divinity hard. You've been going ridiculous. What are you at? Like 50 hours logged? 40 hours logged? More than that?
10 times 5, like, yeah, at least 50 plus hours so far. And I'm only in the first third of the game still. Yeah, it's crazy huge. Divinity Original Sin 2 is massive.
A lot of people are
It's a
losing
huge
their
game.
shit over it. That game seems too, for my interest, too slow. Like you walk into a room and there's a billion things to do, and for me it's like, no, I'm good, and I just turn around and leave.
Yeah, it's crazy slow, and there's so many conversations and so much talking. And basically, if you want to find a lot of quests, you have to talk to every single person, no matter how obtuse they seem, because they could have a huge quest. If you got to talk to every single person, look at every item. Every item could be a quest that gives something that gives a quest or is for a quest. There's so much depth to the game.
Yeah.
And there's even a talent where you can take it and then you could speak to animals, and animals are all voiced and have quests, and
That's cool,
you could
though.
help them too. Yeah.
I like the fact that it's fully voice acted. That's neat. The thing that bogs me down with games like that, when they do that, just a massive bunch of, like, everyone has something to say, and you don't know, like you said, if it's at the beginning of a big, like, worthwhile quest, is that it's just a lot of text. I can do a little bit of text, but the fact that it's fully voice acted, is the voice acting good? Because I haven't heard it yet.
Oh yeah, it's good voice acting, and if you have voice acting, the game becomes streamable. Without voice acting, it becomes much harder to stream it.
That's
Exactly,
why,
yeah.
that's why I didn't play Tyranny. Like a game, if it's longer than, like, God, 20 hours is even pushing it. But if it's longer than 20 hours and it's not voice acted, like, I'm not gonna bother. I'll do all the voices for a shorter game, but like Tyranny or Divinity, if it didn't have the voice acting, fuck no.
Yeah.
It's just I can't be bothered. It's just so much work.
Yeah. But still, you said when you tweeted like 30 hours and I'm still on the first island, I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I personally love that a slow paced game. I haven't been this enthralled in a game since Witcher 3, where in Witcher 3 I would talk to everyone. I looked in every corner of every house because I love that kind of thing where you get lost in the world and want to feel a part of it. But yeah, it's definitely not for everyone. And combat is fucking brutal in the game.
Is it hard? Like what difficulty are you playing on?
I'm playing on the hardest setting, and I'm almost have an ulcer.
Well,
But
what are you doing?
Yeah. But even if you play on the normal setting, a lot of people say it's still very difficult for them. It's kind of like people compare it to like playing chess, but for me, it's more like if you're playing chess and they have all queens and you have a bunch of pawns. So it's like you got to like outsmart the AI and try to figure out how to abuse the environment to win.
So is there a lot of like? I say this. I know it has a negative connotation to it, but is there a lot of save scumming in like a positive way for those fights?
Yeah, like there's sometimes a fight will just pop up, and because on the hardest difficulty setting, you can just get utterly slaughtered in the first round. Like someone just goes down. That's super important. So you have to then reload and like have. One cool thing is if you're in a conversation, your other characters aren't can like reposition themselves to be ready for the fight when it triggers the fight. When everyone's responds, so you have to abuse that a lot. Or, like you can even like have the other characters move flame barrels around to put them right next to the NPCs.
Like, can you imagine if someone tried to do that in Dungeons and Dragons, right? Like in a CRPG, you can do that because the NPCs are stupid. But if you're like, okay, cool, I'm gonna go up and talk to this noble, and while I'm talking to him, the rogue is gonna go around behind him and get a big thing of boiling oil and just hold it over his head, and then the warrior is gonna draw his sword. Like
Adam, you say like this hasn't happened before on this very show. We've tried this same exact bullshit.
He was like, excuse me, what are you doing? Oh, I'm just holding this flaming oil for no reason. It's fine.
He's just standing there and he gets caught. Hi.
What's up? Flaming oil delivery.
Yeah, exactly. Happens all the time.
Yeah, totally.
In terms of like, do your characters get super strong in that? Like, is there a power curve, I guess is what I'm asking, Dan? That's pretty noticeable?
Yeah. It definitely rewards building your characters well. Like, I built up this archer character, and she's god tier damage, but my mage is not nearly as strong. And I'm thinking about like, and what's cool is you can respec your character completely from the top up anytime once you get to the second act. So you can like, and every NPC that's you can customize them to bring them with you. So if you like the personality, you can make the mage character a warrior, and everything changes to make them a good warrior. So like this total customization with every character you have.
That's cool. That's fun. I don't know if it's too much reading, too much. Even though it's too much listening, I guess now, which is something
It sounds
I don't think I'd ever say.
suspiciously like a book.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's like a book being read to you. It's just,
Yeah.
It's
I think that
Probably
audible.
still.
yeah.
It's not for everyone, but the game is selling like crazy, and it was like number 4 on Steam like the other day.
Yeah,
That's
I saw
a game.
Like, yeah,
they had like 65,000 concurrent, which is pretty crazy for a CRPG.
That's the game where if I had the time for it, like I would just play it maybe off stream just to enjoy myself. You know what I mean? If I had the time and didn't do what I do for a living. I think I'm still going to try to stream it. Do I think I'll actually 100% complete it? I don't know. Depends on how long the game is and how entertained people are by it. It's one of those things that we have to make a call to with a lot of games that even you might be enjoying and you want to finish. Like if there's other stuff that's coming out that you need to be playing, you know, like that just dips away from your time.
that's why I'm putting so many hours into it, because I got to get the game done.
Yeah, you got to
I
get it done right.
over.
Yeah. You make a decision. You're like all in or not, you know?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Max, you were checking out, I think last week we talked about it a little bit, but you actually have played some of the Fortnite PUBG stuff?
Yeah.
Fortnite Battle Royale, sorry. I'll stay on brand.
I don't know if I'm the only one here that's played it, but it's pretty neat. It's I was interested in Fortnite before a little bit, like 3 years ago when it started. We started talking about it, however long ago that was. And then, yeah, Amanda let me know that it had like a BR mode, and I had no idea that that was a thing. I jumped in. It's definitely different compared to any other BR out there. It's the same basic thing. It works surprisingly well for the game, considering the game was not designed for this at all. It has that building aspect. That's the neatest thing about it, is it adds a lot more different like tactics and things you might want to do. Because you can, at any moment, if you have 3 different supplies, you can do the wood, brick, or steel. Steel obviously is the most strong one. Takes more shots and stuff to break down, et cetera, all the way down to wood. You can make stairs, like fucking floors, wall panels, roof, and stuff like that. And it's all stuff you can quickly build on the fly if you're familiar with the system and you got time in it. All the while, they need to fix the inventory system though, and I think they've addressed that, because right now, as it stands, if you shoot somebody, all their stuff just goes. And it's just everywhere, like Borderlands, but it doesn't have the Borderlands like good system of being able to grab that stuff, and like some stuff that you already have doesn't just stack it or just be like, nah, don't pick that up because we already have that rifle. It just picks it up and goes into another slot. So now you have 2 AR rifles of the same thing. They need some work done there. But as far as a BR game, yeah, I've said on stream a bunch of times, like they could have just done a whole just BR and just make it BR. But they've actually done a good job of like adding something extra to the genre that is not, present in other games. So it's neat. It's a neat little twist, and it's a little more arcadey and less serious.
Yeah, I wonder, did that bump the needle at all for? Because you can get Fortnite through Steam, right?
Yeah. Wait, no, I don't think so. Actually,
No, I guess
it's
you have
Epic,
to use the Epic launcher, don't
Epic
you? So we
launcher.
have no
So
idea.
I wouldn't know. Yeah, who knows?
Yeah.
I'm sure it did. Absolutely, because
Yeah.
it's on consoles as well.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, there was a funny occurrence over the weekend where apparently Epic flipped a switch so that PS4, Xbox, and PC people could all
I
play on the
heard
same
about that.
servers.
Yep.
And the way that they figured it out was because there were spaces in between the names, which isn't allowed on PlayStation and it is allowed on Xbox. So then
Yeah.
people were just like, "Wait, why the fuck does that guy have like quote illegal
Yep.
characters in his name?" And then they turned it off. Like they just said, "Nope, sorry, that was we messed
But
that up." They
It
probably
just
broke so
revealed
many
that it's so easy. It's
contractual
just
rules.
flick of the
yeah.
switch.
Yeah,
Yeah, I saw
really-
some people talking about that too.
real
I mean,
ridiculous.
Yeah, that's shitty. And the reason why they're doing it is they just want more sales for PS4. So
Yeah.
turn that switch back off.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Epic probably just has contracts with Sony, right? That they, whatever. It's a shitty thing, but the fact
But it's
that
one of those
that
things
easy-
where if they like got pressed about it, they'd just be, prior to this, they're like, well, it's a whole thing to integrate different player bases from different consoles, and it would take a little bit of time. Right now, that's just not our focus right now at PlayStation. Like,
yeah, it's been a pretty hot topic for like Phil Spencer and Sony have kind of been going back and forth the past couple of weeks about that stuff because Xbox is like, yeah, let's do this, and Sony's like, we got to have some conversations and hopefully not in public. So I don't know, we'll see. I think that's something that should happen eventually, but getting the business side of that is kind of a fucking nightmare, it sounds like. But anyways, that's not a topic for the show. Adam, have you done anything in the past 48 hours that I haven't seen you?
Yeah, dude. I played Project Octopath Traveler, whatever the hell they're going to end up naming that game.
That weird
Yeah.
fucking game.
Yeah.
Is it
I
good?
mean, it's it's one of those things where they haven't named it yet, and they're probably going to come up with some goofy, like obviously translated from Japanese sounding title for it, because it's the Bravely Default devs, so it'll just be some nonsense. And it was about like 4 hours, like an hour and a half of grinding, and then like 3.5 hours of other stuff. And it was actually pretty cool. The art style, that kind of weird, like it's 2D sprites, and then a kind of mostly 3D background, which normally it doesn't look good, but they did a pretty good job. It reminds me a lot of Final Fantasy IV. And it was cool seeing how they were obviously setting up 2 of the 8 storylines to kind of intersect, and they were hinting at kind of what would happen. Yeah, I'll probably end up playing it. I thought it was pretty cool.
When does that come out fully?
They just said
I
2018.
have no idea. Okay.
I guess the idea is they released the demo, and now they're taking like feedback. So they're emailing everybody who, I don't know if they're just people who downloaded the demo or people who like finished the demo. I don't know how much monitoring they're doing on that, but people are getting surveys about like, what did you think? Give us some more feedback about that stuff. Yeah. It's got kind of like a Saga Frontier or like Star Ocean kind of vibe.
Saga Frontier. That's like, I played that game for a decent amount of time, and I had terrible fucking nightmares and never went back to it. I don't know. And the same thing that's happened with the first Sonic 3D game. I played that for like 8 hours as a kid one day. Terrible fucking nightmares about the game. Like I was stuck. I was a fucking hedgehog. I don't even remember the dream. But then I just never went back to it. So fuck those games in particular.
I will PayPal someone $1 to draw me a JP the Hedgehog. Go.
I mean, it's not that hard. You just turn my beard and hair blue, and then I'm kind of pretty much there already. So,
Original character. Please don't steal.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
no,
gonna
it was,
happen.
It was cool. I don't know how long it'll end up being, but for the 5 odd hours I played of it, it was pretty tolerable. The writing was decent. It does that thing that a lot of JRPGs do, where it's voice acted during the important bits, and then you get the kind of generic like, stop right there, like the little lines that kind of fill in for the other ones. You get to play as this knight, this kind of a like disgraced knight whose name is Berg, by the way, which I thought was pretty cool.
How's
Really?
it spelled? How's it
Yeah.
spelled?
It's BERG.
We're as good as we're Square Enix. Lawyer up, bitches. We're coming.
We will
for you.
be talking to them.
Yep. And then you get to play as like a dancer named Primrose, and Berg his story is like pretty like generic fantasy, like I have to save the like little kid who looks up to me and protect the village from bandits. But Primrose's story is actually pretty cool. It develops in a really neat way.
You're
So like,
saying
ooh, I was
prim-
a slave. Wow, my life sucks.
It starts off that way where it's just like she's a slave dancer and like the guy in charge is mean and everyone's shitty. But I don't want to spoil it, but it gets cool and interesting. By the time the demo was over, I was like, yeah, no, I want to learn more about these characters. So yeah,
That's on the Switch,
Plus-
right?
Plus, yeah, I was gonna say. Plus, also desperately thirsty for more Switch games. So I don't know. It bumped up like half a point
Man,
because
that
of
was one of the weirdest things that I've probably ever seen when it comes to gaming. Was when I walked upstairs last week and like 4 Switches happened to be in the same room, and you guys were playing Mario Kart, and it wasn't
Yeah.
online. I thought that was just like a marketing thing that they pitched that never actually occurred. But sure enough, no, you guys were upstairs playing Mario Kart.
Well, like
locally.
Sam wouldn't put his Switch down like the whole time he's playing Kingdom.
I've
like,
never
every
seen
time I
that
looked,
before.
Just Kingdom. Yeah, it was weird. I guess some people have friends in real life that they spend time with. I'm not really sure what
That's
like,
a foreign
but
concept.
I've heard that that's a thing that people do. So I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, I know that you make things up when we play D&D, but I don't think you're allowed to just make things up in real life like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fair.
sounds weird.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair. All right. I'll try to rein in my imagination.
Also,
Just
and
bring it up.
I have one special request because you piqued my interest before the show when you randomly started playing piano and then realized that we could all hear it. So anytime a bad joke is played, I need a piano cue right afterwards. All right, regardless of what's happening, I just need like a.
Traditionally, one follows bad jokes with like a rim shot.
But
or
you
like
could
a
it could work with a
trombone.
piano. It would work with
Or
piano
something
too.
dramatic happens. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, like do like a 3-note high pitch. Like we got to work.
Or
it
just
in.
do the open palm, just boom.
So apparently this is now the vaudeville edition of
100%.
Yes.
That's what we're going for.
Oh
here.
my god, my life's goal is to be the little tiger from the beginning of Zootopia who like plays the piano and everything during their play. Oh my god. He was my favorite character in the whole game.
All right, we'll work on it. We'll
The whole
make-
game.
We'll do a one shot, and we can have live accompaniment by piano, and it'll be great.
It'd be
It's
great.
fine. It's safe to say they made a Zootopia game somewhere, guaranteed.
Yeah, I think there was one. There's probably one on 360 or something like that. I'm gonna Google this before we move on.
There's
Let's
probably
just
a Zootopia, Disney Zootopia app or something like that.
Zootopia game. Yeah. Wait,
Yeah.
they own LOL.Disney.com. What is
Apparently.
Disney LOL?
Zootopia Crime Files is a game.
That's what I'm looking
Finally
at.
releases.
What the fuck is Disney? How can you own LOL,
LOL.
Disney? This is just. We're gonna have to have a whole. The show's got to end here. What the fuck?
LOL.Disney.com.
I kind of want to play Zootopia Crime
I mean,
Files. now.
you own LOL.itmeJP.com, right? Like you could just make that a thing.
But this is an entire platform. They probably have it
Okay.
copyrighted.
Here we go. I got it. You know what they should do is modders. If people mod video games, you should mod all of the people in GTA 5 to be animals. And then the character plays as Officer Judy Hopps or just like some character.
Got it.
And
Zootopia Crime Files.
Yeah, everyone
Right
in the
there.
game are just fucking they're just animals. That'd be amazing. There's already like giraffes and shit in that game, so just
there's
make
like
all the
just
humans are animals.
this thinnest line between what you're describing and some really intense furry shit. That's just that narrow fucking line. Yeah, kids, it's Zootopia. It's girl. What are those lions doing?
Oh my god. This is actual wording from
Sure, okay.
this is actual wording from Disney LOL. Bring on the fun, bring on the weird. Bring on the all caps lols.
That's it, kids. The internet's over.
God damn it. Let's start the show.
You knew big
A daily
corporations would cash in on
dose of
that.
OMG worthy gifts.
Oof.
Oh, this is just painful.
OMG worthy gifts. Love it.
It's time to meme your selfie and your face, your squad, your pets to a meme, and let's have good times, lol. That's actually from this thing.
Shut down the internet.
It's over in the internet.
Some of you guys might have seen it too, coming to and fro from SF, but there is a billboard still that constantly is interchanged by this one company that's like hiring for people for their tech company or whatever.
I think I've seen this.
And it's always a different meme. It's
Oh,
like,
no, I haven't seen that.
yeah, it's always a different, like, like black and white, one, it was the Nicolas Cage, like, like, they're still hiring? Wow. Like always putting in different fucking memes in there. And every time I drove past it to go to the airport, I was like,
it feels like what you just described to us, JP, what you just read is like a lorem ipsum for like people who are aging out of being with it. Like here's a bunch of random buzzwords from the internet.
Yeah.
Scrape some teen links.
It's weird, like from a brand perspective, to consider how some things that are, when companies use memes as advertisements, they're received really poorly, where everyone is just like, oh, that's really cringy, versus using that to actually make something really, like the old Spice dude who was like, I'm down, I'm on a horse, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That was the weirdest fucking shit I've ever seen. But like nobody was not, I mean, some people probably were, but that was received like really well, and people really
Much better,
loved it.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's like,
Well,
it's interesting.
So
Like,
That's like
the
pre-meme
goal.
though. That was before a meme was a meme, right? Like the Budweiser frogs. That's a meme before it was a meme. It was a commercial, right?
yeah.
I mean, like the without getting into the like linguistics of like what a meme is.
Sure.
If you
Sure.
consult the high order of memes, JP, you'll find
let me just dictionary man you for a second.
Yeah, dictionary man, please.
Catholicism is
Get the
a
dick
meme,
man here.
right? The thing is like from an advertising perspective, and what you described is absolutely the like eternal balance, the like trying to be the right kind of weird that people will be like, yeah, that's a thing, let's totally like hook onto that, versus the like, oh, nice try, Disney. Yep, lol.disney.
No,
Get the fuck out of here.
Let's read some
Yeah.
reviews here. This person says, honestly, it's okay. The memes aren't that funny. Ads pop up every 3 memes, and it's the same stupid nom noms ad. I freaking hate those memes. That's the greatest review I've ever read.
I like just the snippet. Ads pop up every 3 memes. That's gonna be my channel from now on. That's my
Ads pop up every 3 memes.
every
the best.
stream. Every 3 memes, you'll see an ad.
Dude, there needs to be a series where you just read reviews. This one is Disney LOL, more like Disney SMB, parenthesis, suck my butt.
Suck my
That's the best.
Your fault, the internet.
He gave
That's
it
like-
1 star. That's the best.
That's like somebody too using like the family computer, looking around as they're typing like,
You could probably do that with like.
Oh my god, I want to be friends with that kid. Just sit there in his computer like
SMB motherfuckers.
Yeah, that was like.
Sorry, mother flippers.
Oh,
You could do that with like Amazon reviews. There's one that was like, the comment was like, the best product I've ever used. It was perfect in every way, and they give it 1 star. It's like,
yeah, it's, oh man. That was,
yeah, I thought you were gonna say Super Mario Brothers, and then
no man. No, not at all.
Suck my butt.
That's
All right.
great.
suck my butt, you. That's like right up there with smell you later for like
I
nice
know. It's the best.
lines.
It's the best. All right, let's move on. We've given Disney LOL enough attention. I can't
That's
believe
right.
that's a fucking thing. Jesus Christ.
SMB Disney SMB. All right, cool. So let's begin. The last time that we played, when we parted ways with y'all, you had just been evacuated from the aubergine sphincter of the dead mimic, and in varying states of alive and almost dead, and covered in goo. You're all now out in this hallway, and the mimic is no more. It's a big old smushy corpse. So, yeah, what do you want to do? Where to? What's the plan, friend?
And just to clarify, Adam, like there's like nothing beyond where the mimic was. It's just like a dead end now.
Yeah, I mean that hallway, the 20 feet, is sealed by some foul orifice of the mimic's corpse.
Okay.
It seems to have been
the
either
sphincter is closed.
the sphincter is very much closed. It is shut. Though I mean any sphincter can be opened with the judicious application of force and crowbars, but I don't know if that's a thing you want to do necessarily.
No.
God, that's a good word. Sphincter. So useful. Sphincter. So yeah, the aubergine sphincter in question is now shut, and the way is blocked.
I think Berg's taking a moment to like just process too that he like, fucking Chuckles was like right there. He just maybe kind of staring off a little bit, like down towards the floor, waiting for somebody else to say something.
Why do you look so upset, Berg?
It was. Never mind.
No, get it out, or you're gonna be mopey the whole time. What happened?
Maybe if I find something to kill, I won't be so mopey.
He just stares at Ramus, joking, obviously.
Wow, fair enough.
Are you, Berg? Are you exhausted? Do you have a level of exhaustion?
1 level of exhaustion, because I didn't regular.
Okay.
Why did you smile when you said that? I don't like
Nothing.
that. Whenever you
Sorry.
smile, it just doesn't feel good.
I don't mean to.
You know, some people when they smile, it like makes you like, oh, welcoming, inviting. In this context, and you smiling, it's like death.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. You don't want me to smile. That's a bad time.
Yep.
Yeah. Then I guess Berg's just kind of looking around at the others, seeing what they're.
What now?
Well, I'm probably like on my back, breathing heavily, on the verge of passing out, being that I'm at 1 HP and barely survived the whole thing. And I turned to Ramus. Where the hell were you?
I told you, ignoramus is not to go in there, but did you listen to me? No. We must go after the treasure.
Ramus, we got a new rule, okay? If we go into a room, we go in together from now on. If we don't go into a room, we stay outside. Both ways. We almost all died in there. Not saying it's your
Enoch.
fault,
Enoch is lucky to have made it.
but it's your fault, Ramus, okay? This is all. I'm barely alive because of you.
He did get us out.
Yes.
That must be said.
Someone single-handedly slayed the giant beast you all were in. Wonder who that was.
Yeah, well,
Wasn't you? Oh yeah, it was me.
Yeah, sure, Ramus. Somewhere, there's a giant ball of fire that's getting like a mink stole put on it, and a little crown and a scepter, and little fireballs are cheering.
Ramus, the three of us fought a goddamn army inside there. I just want you to know that. You don't even know what was inside. There was
All I saw was
Flying
purple
rugs.
gunk everywhere.
purple gunk. You almost killed us when you killed that thing, by the way. It started, I don't know, exploding on itself. I don't even know how to describe it.
Well, most things evacuate when they die.
Ramus,
Anyways,
look at him, and then look at you. It didn't fight back, did it?
I feel great. I don't know about you.
also, we've got a problem. And I reach into my crossbow bolt bag and draw a single bolt out. And just kind of look at the three of you and nod to it with my head. I'm running a little low.
Does anyone else have any bolts?
All I have are arrows.
And then I reach behind my back and pull out the other two cases. I've got this much. I'm just saying, we need a group effort. If you see anything lying around that could be used as a bolt, let me know. Run a little low. I don't know how long we're going to be in here. Also, we need to rest. And then I probably just like pass out from exhaustion. or at least shut my eyes and like roll my head back.
I don't
Look
think
at-
it matters which of us killed or won the fight. Together we are all alive. But it's true, we almost died. And I am also not feeling very well.
You're in rough shape. You
Well,
need to rest.
We
Me
were
and Ramus, we keep watch.
Yes. Let me check real fast. And I want to like poke my head through the invisible wall just to see what. if we drew any attention of anything on the other side.
Immediately decapitated.
Like the way you think, Max. Yeah, you take a rapier in the neck and your head just pops right off. No, you look out. You look outside. Just the scattered bones, the quiet statues, the bloody footprints. Yep. Everything is as you expect it to be.
Looks like we didn't draw any attention or anything, at least right now. We could camp here for a bit. They could only come at us from one direction.
Well,
Maybe we set a trap, an alarm, or something. If they come this way.
well, I'm pretty sure whoever walks through there is going to be alarmed when they it's an anti-alarm. It's them screaming when they walk through an illusion of sense and see us sleeping here, but I think we'd be okay just sleeping. As long as someone's on watch. Does sound travel through that?
Berg's just like,
Ramus, walk on the other side and say something.
Okay.
I am the greatest cleric that's ever lived.
do you hear it?
Yeah, you hear that? Okay.
Okay. We didn't. Yeah, we heard that. Get back in here. Stop saying things so loud and untrue. I guess we can just rest here. My only concern, and I point to the giant asshole
Uh-oh.
next to us, is that gonna kind of like poke it a bit? Is that gonna come back to life?
Its spongy surface moves under whatever it is you poke it with, but it doesn't seem to respond or anything.
I think it's dead. Not 100%, but I've never seen a giant, whatever the hell that was.
Adam, when we were inside, was it the collapsing of it, or was it the acid that was doing damage to us? The purple stuff, was that what?
right.
It was the acid, like the stuff's blood or fluids.
So we couldn't crawl inside this thing's asshole and go to sleep. That's where I'm going with this, just so we get the full thought out
You
there.
just clip that so we remember that.
God,
That'd be great.
I love Dungeons and Dragons so much.
Can we sleep in this thing's asshole?
Oh
It'd
boy,
be warm.
can we climb into the monster's asshole?
Look,
You
I just
thought
watched Rick and Morty the other day, man. They
It
did it.
smelled
Okay?
bad on the
On the
outside.
outside.
So, I mean, you could certainly try, but yeah, I mean, the inside of it seems to have like mostly like it's kind of like withered away on the other end. You're looking at the part of it that was sort of sewn into or magically merged with the walls around it. The rest of it is like a balloon full of acidic meat. It's dead and has kind of collapsed from the inside. You could climb around in there, but you'd probably just be bathing yourself in sphincter acid.
And then die, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you'd die. Yeah.
Okay.
I think, yeah, when you suggest the thought of that, Berg's like,
I don't want to sleep in acid. I don't know about you, but that hurt.
Yes. I mean, I guess we could just sleep here and have someone on watch. Shouldn't be that hard.
We'll take shifts.
Maybe you take the first one.
I'll take the first one.
How are you, doing on your... Have we established a way to talk about this in game without talking about how many spells do you have left today?
I am quite drained of the tower's power.
Ah, there you go. Very, very good. Okay, well, at least you're healthy. We'll take a rest and.
I still have a few tricks up my sleeve, but running dry.
Okay.
How long should we rest?
Well,
Not safe here.
a couple hours at most. Again, we'll be able to hear anything, I would hope, if it comes down that hall. And I don't suspect anything. Did we leave the jewels and stuff outside? We should make sure that there's no valuables there at the end to attract
There was
anyone.
a scattering of coins in various shapes. I think Ramus took like one. There was like a platinum coin you picked up, but there's still some more lying on the ground. Yeah.
also, Ziva grabbed a.
Oh yeah, it was
threw
Jiva
it
that
with
picked up a coin, yeah.
disgust.
I remember.
Okay. Well, if
Well,
we can.
I pried the gem from the statue, but I threw it on the ground because it was
Yeah,
like
because it wasn't.
It was glass. Yeah.
Well, maybe Ziva on your watch. You if you want to go out there and clean it up a little bit so that no one wants to come down.
Well, we should leave it with the way we found it, so that people don't know anything's wrong.
Okay,
Because
that's
those
a better
things were
point.
there when we came here.
That makes sense too. I'm going to sleep first. Good night.
All right. So is this a long rest?
I
Yeah,
think we're
try a
doing a
long
long
rest.
rest. Yeah.
Behind the wall.
All right.
Oh,
So remember,
boy.
it's a long rest is 8 hours. You can
Yep.
take
Oh, boy.
one every 24 hours. So
Oh gosh.
I mean, I think we're all pretty drained. So
yeah, totally.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
I'm literally at
Um,
1 HP. So
I have 6.
yeah.
All right. So let me.
What are you at, Ramus?
I'm near full.
What's the order in which you are resting?
I'll
mean,
go
we all do it.
first. Well, can we?
Can't all three of us rest without Ramus, and then one of us tap out? You know, after
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I just want to know who's awake at any given time. Like,
I'll take
in
the
what
first.
order?
I'll take the first.
Ramus
watch.
first, I'd probably take second shift.
Okay. I'll take
Let
third.
the two most damaged ones rest as much as they can.
Yeah. I'll take third or fourth, whatever. And once it,
Yeah.
I don't think it matters to us at least.
It matters to me.
Yeah, I know, I
What are you last, Jiva? Then?
Last shift?
Yeah.
Sure.
You're the one that'll wake up first, and then after a couple of hours, you'll wake your friends up.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Is that a good roll or a bad roll?
So Enoch, on your
Oh, God damn it.
on your watch, you hear somewhere down the hall, like echoing, a series of kind of dry clattering sounds. There's a long scraping noise accompanying it, some heavier kind of rhythmic clunking, and then silence. And it sounds like it's quite distant, but again, it's hard to pick up exactly how far away because of the echoing.
Can I make a perception check to see if I can learn anything else other than what you just described? Or
Absolutely, yeah, please do.
let me. Is there anything else? No, I guess that's probably the best I could gain. What does a 12 get me?
12. It's close. Like it might be as close as the end of the T intersection of the hallway, but probably not too much further than that.
End of the hallway, but not too much further than that. That's what you said. Okay.
Mhm. Yeah.
All right. I'll make note of it. I'm not gonna. I won't like. I'll just like stop moving and try to make as little sound as possible.
Okay.
If you want me to make a stealth check for that, I will.
The whole thing lasts maybe like 15 minutes. Are you gonna go out and investigate, or are you just
no,
gonna?
no, not
Okay.
at all. I'm staying behind the illusion
Okay.
wall. That's our safety
Yeah,
net.
yeah. That's fine. It never gets any closer.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Last about 15 minutes, scraping and like some faint clunking, and then and then that's it.
Okay. Yeah, I make note of it. I don't react to it in terms of actual action, but I'm definitely sitting there listening.
Okay. Sure. All right. Let me calculate some experience for everybody, and then Jiva, I need to ask you some things. But your rest isn't interrupted. This is a great place to sleep because even looking down the hall, no one can see you. You're behind an illusion.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. 2 rugs of smothering, several flying swords, some animated armor.
Did we successfully long rest?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And some mimics.
No more exhaustion. Get the fuck out of here.
All right, I got my calculator here. Okay, so let's see, divided by the 4 of you. Okay, 960 experience apiece.
Damn it.
Cool.
Oh.
960.
It's just shy, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, 960. So Jiva, Enoch wakes you up and then goes back to sleep, or then goes to sleep, I guess. And so you're sitting and keeping watch, keeping an ear out for things. You notice your shadow kind of flickering on the floor near as a result of Berg's shield. Right? It's propped up against the wall, giving you some light. And you see it kind of like swim a little bit and then peel itself up off the floor and become the shadowy tiger shape that's been following you around. How much chi do you have right now?
5.
Okay, so you lose 1 for the long rest.
Okay.
In maintaining your being alive. And so the shadow tiger looks at your sleeping companions, and I think it kind of like cocks its head at Ramus and shakes its head, walks over to Berg, kind of like leans in and like, sniffs at Berg, makes a little face, shakes its head, walks over to Enoch and looks at him, and looks at you, and says, "You know, we could just take a little. He wouldn't even notice. It wouldn't hurt him. I'm sure we can put better use to that force than he can."
You see Enoch's neck kind of turn to the side. Take some deep breaths.
Oh.
And it's like crouched. It's like crouched near Enoch, and you see Enoch kind of like turn and like moan slightly in his sleep. Like his foot kind of twitches a little, and his forehead wrinkles up. It looks like he's having a bad dream.
Some piano would be great right now.
And the shadow tiger looks over at you and says, just a little. Come on.
And Ziva kind of like sigh and I'm kind of like debating. And I look at Enoch sleeping and I say, there will be time for that. But for now, we still need them. There are many more to kill in these tunnels.
And it scowls and it says, these tunnels are a tomb. There's barely any life in it. We should take the opportunity now when we have the chance. Just a bit. A little off the top. He won't even notice.
It's true that I feel the hunger. But I worry if we weaken him now, the big fight, will not go our way. And you and I both know it's important that we get out of here alive and with our final prey dead.
And it looks at him and kind of pouts. And it's like, fine. But when you run out of steam in the last moments, don't come crying to me.
Sassy.
Yeah. And I kind of like look insulted, and I'm just, we are in this together. I'm aware of my current state. We'll find a way. Have faith.
And it just shrugs. And yeah, I think it fades back into place, into your shadow. So yeah, everybody wakes up and has a full complement of hit points and spells and what have you.
And rage.
And rage. That's right. Yeah, I mean, I guess you can make a plan for where to set out next. But why don't we grab a break here?
Yeah, let's take a break. You guys never do this, but talk amongst yourself during the break. Try to figure out a plan so we're not doing it.
I was going to go get more coffee.
Well, think about it. You can get coffee in your mind.
Yeah.
Think about the plan. Actually, you're an idiot in game. Don't worry about it.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
that's the thing is like in game, even if I think of
All
something
right,
as a player, I'm
look,
like,
I'll
I
be
can't
more
communicate.
direct. Dan, make sure you have a plan when we come back, okay? Because Ramus is the
All right.
thinker.
Berg, do Berg things. Got
Okay,
it.
we'll go down the only other option to go down right now.
Okay, all right. We'll pick up the fire barrels and put them right next to the NPCs and then start the fight. Okay, it'll be good.
Okay.
We'll do that. We'll be right back as we head into hour 2 of Quarter Swords right after this. We'll see you then.